Alright, alright. This is just off the top of the dome, and I call it the toy. When I was a little boy, I was introduced to things, and these things were all addressed by the same name. They went by the name of toy. Now, as a baby, it started out as teddy bears, little cuddly stuff. And from teddy bears, we went to action figures. Things like Action Man. Many of our youth won't remember the original Action Man. The original Action Man, he had a button at the back of his head. And when you move the button, his eyes would move left and right. Then they changed Action Man, where Action Man could actually move his hands and his feet. But from Action Man, it went on to cars, toy cars. Went on to guns, grenades. Remember, these things are first introduced to us as toys. But as we get older, from boys to men, and I'm not talking about your R&B singing group, I'm talking about our youth of yesterday, today, and tomorrow. They say from boys to men we grow up, and boys will always be boys, and boys like toys. But as we get older, these toys get a bit bolder, a bit bigger, a bit bigger. They tend to take on more attributes and do new things and do more things. They don't actually entertain and make us laugh anymore. They entertain and make people cry and people feel sore. Let's elaborate once again and once more upon this word called toy. Now, a man buys a real car when he becomes a big man, and he drives around the town playing the big man. Crash, bang. Someone's injured, broken a leg, gone to hospital. Someone's dead. Another parent cries, another parent sighs. But here's the broader half of the toy. Because from the toy, we no longer buy action men and cowboys and Indians and soldiers and soldier figurines. Because that's just plasticity or plastic. Now the toys of the action men and the cowboys and the Indians actually become real men. Now we pick up the knife. And the knife we tend to put through a brother and end a brother's life. A brother could have had kids, could have had a wife. He surely had a mother and a father, but now that's to enter his life. Beyond the knife, now we have the gun. The gun is something that everybody holds, and holds dearly, and they hold for fun. The first gun that a youth normally encounters is normally an M16 or a rifle. After that, they're introduced to the handgun with pellets. Some are rubber balls, some are shaped like a frisbee. Then after that, we've gone as far as the BB gun. And then from the BB gun, we want the .38 Magnum. Spin that barrel, son. Russian roulette. Your life you just bet, or another life you bet. Depends on which way it ends up. But I know one way or another, there's gonna be a death. And in this death, a life will be erased. A life will be forgotten. Some say forget. But from another one's mind, that life will never be forgotten. And the death could never be forget. And it would never be fortet. much less far-fetched. But these toys are toys that follow men from boys to men, from the beginning to the start until the end. Now, I feel like a little fish swimming in the deep end. But I know a lot of these fools are still dying while they're only swimming in the shallow end. Now, is it right to be teaching our youths about these toys? And when I say teaching our youths, it stems from parents and teachers, scholars, MPs and leaders, police and soldiers, TV, Cowboys and Indians, Billy the Kid and John Wayne. Have you noticed those names keep coming up again and again? I'm telling you, life is funny. How they say about laws, and we should stick and abide by our laws, because they're the one that make the laws. But are these the people that actually uphold the law? Or are they the one that breaks down and kicks in the door? They kick in the door and we get a little glance. We begin to see and we stare with a stance. Now, how many of our little boys have turned to big men, still playing with these toys? AKs, 4.5s, and Mac 10s. Hand grenades, it's all the same. War stories, who's to blame? This is just off the top of my dome. But I'm telling you, it's heartfelt. If I could call all of my youths on the cell phone in a group conversation, I'd make it still be known to all of my youths. Listen to me on the telephone. There's no point slinging your guns up like a dog in a dog fest fighting over a dog bone. We're people, civilized nations who's here for creation to build up a better nation. Why build up a nation? Why build up a nation built up upon frustration? Frustration, mental games, and manipulation. Manipulation with cheap words and stipulation. Now, why are these people coming with so much provocation? Yeah, I'm talking to you. From the age of 1 to the age of 2. To the age of 2 to a many a few. Many are called, the chosen a few. That's why, after I hang up these phones, I hope that these words are surely gone through to your mental psyche, stability and attitude, your main brain that keeps your mental sane. Don't fall down, don't do it again. I'm gonna hang up the phone, but replay every word that I said again and again. From boys to men, we don't have to play with the same toys. Let's rebuild life, live a better life. Cut the war, the angriness, the strife. Settle down, have kids, marry, have a wife. It's not all about who got the best bling bling and fighting down a man because the color of his. Look, I've had enough. This is heartfelt and heart touched, heart rendering. I've talked so much. I feel like the CO2 is leaving me. There's no more oxygen. But as they say, I hope you believe in me. Because these words were said so meaningly. Put down the gun. Major Thunder with another update straight off the dome. Look out for more, because I will be coming. And hey, is anybody there then?